Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
Today we're checking out Robot Quest Arena
from Wise Wizard. And thanks to them for sending us this copy of Robot Quest Arena. But they didn't send it to us in exchange for this video. They gave it to us because they know we like to play all the games and pilot all the robots.
Oh my goodness.
So,
they're so cute too.
Robot Quest Arena is a deck building game where you're going to use the cards in your deck to upgrade your deck and to pilot each of these cute little robots around the arena.
Yes.
And yeah.
You gotta show them on the big screen.
I will definitely show them on the big screen.
They're like adorbs.
Here is my cute little robot. He's called Crate.
That's Crate.
That's Crate. And Rolf. Rolf pilots Crate, I guess.
That's cute.
Then we have Petri and Yari, or Jari. And we have Pug.
And Rita.
And Rita. Pug is definitely like a little sheep.
So cute.
And then we have Strider.
And Viola. Yay.
Look how cute these are.
I mean, so good. And I think they're already working on more bots that you can, like, expand with. So if you like this, I think they're just getting started.
Rhea, not Rita.
Rhea.
So this game plays 2 to 4 players and has a box playtime of 30 to 60 minutes. Sorry, it's on the bottom of the box. I was having trouble finding it. So, as I mentioned, this is a deck builder. And you're going to set up the arena in any number of configurations. We have changed it slightly from the suggested configuration just so we could add in the trash compactor.
Yeah.
Because I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
We're not showing the smoke or the pothole, but we are showing all of the other tiles in the game. So let's get started while I teach you all the rules.
Yeah.
So we've got all of our shop cards laid out. We're going to shuffle the shop deck and put 6 out into these little spots clearly marked on the board. You've also got advanced batteries, heavy hammers, and rivet guns that will always take the 3 spots at the bottom of the board. So you're going to set out a number of these blue cubes based on player count. For a 2-player game, you're going to put out 6 blue cubes here. All of the critters that you get are going to start off with a number of cubes based on the health of that robot. What you're going to do is you're going to place 1 blue cube and the rest of them are going to be red that match the number of wrenches on your bot. Notice that Steph and I each have 2 robots that we are controlling. That is because in a 2-player game, you have to control 2 robots each. But normally you just go around the table either picking a robot to play or by drafting or whatever method that you feel works best for your group. And you will spawn on the corners of the game board onto these spawn locations. Whenever your robot is knocked out, you will respawn on those locations. The turn structure, I should say these big gems, these big red gems are worth 5 of these 1-point gems. We're not going to use these for health, but we are going to use them when we are keeping score, because the more damage you do to other bots, the more points that you're going to get for your team. So, the turn structure is rather simple. You're going to each player is going to start off, as you do in most deck builders, with 8 batteries, which is your main currency. It will give you an energy each time that you play one of these. You're going to have a jump jet, which gives you +2 move, and you can move over obstacles this turn, and a hammer, and that is your one and only weapon starting out. All of these weapons are red cards, and you can see that it does some certain amount of damage, and it either is a melee weapon, which means you have to be standing next to your opponent, or it is a ranged weapon, which has to be fired at range. So, you're going to shuffle up your cards and draw a hand of 5 cards, as you do in most deck builders. So, at the start of your turn, you're going to play any start of turn. You can do any start of turn effects that you have. If you've been knocked out on the respawn phase, you're going to put your robot on any one of the unoccupied spawn tiles. It doesn't have to be where you start the game. And you will refill your health. Then the main phase happens where you're going to play cards and use abilities and spend energy to buy cards and spend move points to move your robot or push other robots around, and you can do it as many times as you want to and in whatever order you want to. Then you're going to do the end of turn phase where you do any end of turn abilities, and then the cleanup phase. Whatever cards you have in play and whatever cards you have in your hand are all going to go to the discard pile, and then you're going to draw 5 new cards. And obviously you're going to lose any unspent energy and move points. You cannot retain cards from turn to turn. You cannot retain energy and move from turn to turn. So battery cards are always orange, and that's what gives you energy during your turn. You can use energy to buy cards from the shop. You notice that each of these cards has an energy cost in the corner. You can use energy to buy supply cards. Those are the 3 basic cards down here at the bottom. You can use energy to gain 1 move for every 1 energy you spend. So energy basically equals move points. You can change energy into move. You cannot change move into energy.
Yeah.
So if you have something like this that says +4 move, you cannot use that as energy. It must be used as move. And finally, you can spend energy to use certain abilities. For example, Strider has an ability where she can pay energy to have Strider do certain actions, certain attacks.
Perform one damage or at 2 range.
1 damage, 2 range.
Yeah.
Got it. So, now ranged attacks, like I mentioned, always has that arrow icon. You can target an enemy robot that is within range, which is a ring around your target. So a range of 1 for Pug would be the square around. Range 2 would be 2 squares further out from Pug. And 3 would be just about the entire board. If Pug were right in the middle, a range of 3 would indeed be the entire board.
Got it.
So, a range of 1 is similar to melee. However, it includes diagonals. So there is the difference. You can also, you don't have to be, like if you have a range 3 attack, it does not have to be range of 3. You could do a ranged attack against someone right next to you. So keep that in mind, is that it has to be that much or less. So it just has to be anywhere inside that square. Here's the catch. You have to have line of sight. Now you'll notice these things with the little screws on them. Those are great big columns that are just going to block line of sight. How do you judge line of sight? Where you're going to go from the middle of one tile to the middle of another tile, and if that line passes anywhere through something that blocks line of sight, like those 4 columns, or perhaps the smoke, which blocks line of sight but does not block movement, if it passes anywhere through those tiles, then it blocks line of sight. If it goes through the corner, the exact corner on a diagonal, it does not block line of sight. So I could see everything over here, no problem. But once I start moving over here and I'm trying to look at things on the diagonal, I would not be able to see Pug, nor would Pug be able to see me from right here because it goes through the edge of this tile. So, as I mentioned before, if we were doing melee attack, this is not good enough for melee. You'll need ranged. This is good enough for melee. It has to be orthogonally adjacent. So, as I mentioned before, you can spend 1 energy to gain 1 move. You don't have to change direction or anything. You're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however you want to do it. Just walking around the arena. During your turn, you can spend 2 move to push a robot that is next to you. Again, not diagonal. So if I wanted to push Pug into this little, what is this? Little tax. If I wanted to attack Pug, she says no. I would go on the other side of Pug and I would spend 2 move to push Pug into the tax, and Pug would take damage.
No.
So, some effects can knock back robots as well. So if I'm going to push you, I am also going to move towards you. So I move into your previous space. But if I were to knock you back using some sort of a weapon or whatnot, it would push you back and I would not continue along that path. So you cannot push or knock back a robot into the same obstacle more than once per turn. So if I've pushed you into that and you ended up coming out the other side and I go around the other side, I cannot push you into that obstacle yet one more time. Whenever you, I believe pushing them into the wall does something too. I'm trying to find. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. If you push a robot into an obstacle that blocks movement, for example, if I push Pug into this column here, then Pug will take 1 damage and nobody moves. The same thing with the outer edge of the arena wall, pushing Pug against the wall this direction. Pug takes a damage and nobody moves. There are effects that can pull robots, like a grappling clamp. Pulling works similar to knocking back, but the target moves towards you instead of away. When you're pulling at an angle, just imagine a great big line extended from the center of your space, and you're going to pull them through the spaces on that line. If it's at a 45-degree angle, then you choose which direction it's going to come. But if it's clear, like if it's this way, then I'm definitely going to pull through the closest direction that I can. So it's going to come this way, not this way, if that makes sense. You'll come towards and not to the side and over. So put these back just like this. When a robot loses health, if I cause Pug to lose health, she is going to give me 1 of her damage cubes. Boop. This is going to be worth a point to me at the end of the game. That's fantastic. And you can trade those up for 5s as you need to. When a robot loses their last health cube, they are knocked out and they're temporarily removed from the game board until their next respawn phase, at which point they are going to draw red and a single blue cube to replenish their health. There are only, in a 2-player game, there are only 6 blue cubes down here. Hey, this is the timer that basically triggers the end of the game. When a robot would respawn, but there are no more blue health tokens left in the reserve, the game will end. You're going to count the victory points in your victory point pile. As I mentioned before, each red cube is 1. Each big gem is worth 5. Any of the blue cubes are worth 2 points apiece. So it is only a little more advantageous to be the one that does the final damage that knocks out a robot, but it's not going to be worth, all of the points. So if Steph damaged Petri to the point of killing it, or if let me say it differently, if Susan were to do 4 damage to Petri and then Steph were to do the killing blow, in a lot of games, Steph would be the only one to get points. In this one, each individual point of damage is worth 1. The last point is worth 2. So it's a little bit more, not everything more.
Right. I just want to point out that it doesn't take 2 hit points to take out the blue, just 1 hit point.
It's 1 point of damage. It's worth 2 victory points.
Yeah, I just want to make
that
sure.
Is a great distinction. So, now, on a 2-player game, all of the rules are the same, except you're going to get 2 player boards. Every time that you play a card or you get a movement, it's going to go for one of your 2 robots. You don't have to spend half your cards for one robot and half the cards for the other, or you don't have to take 1 turn for your blue robot and a separate turn for your green robot. You just play each of your cards for one robot or the other. And that is pretty much it, with the exception of what do these specific tiles do. So let's talk about the center of the board. At the start of your turn, if you are on any of these 9 spaces of the game board, you're going to gain a free victory point.
Hey-o.
It's like a King of the Hill sort of game. If there is currently a tile over that space, you do not gain the 1 point. So if Pug starts on the tax, Pug does not get a point.
Sad.
So sad. So, as I mentioned before, this little column is just counted as a wall. They block movement. They block line of sight. We've got the junkyard over here north of Pug. At the start of your turn, if you're on the junkyard, you get to scrap a card in your hand. Scrapping is what you might expect from with any of the deck builders. You are trashing the card from your hand and putting it into the scrap heap. You've got the remote terminal over here. At the start of your turn, if you're on this tile, you get to draw a card and discard a card. Over here, you've got the solar farm. At the start of your turn, if you're on this tile, you get a free energy. Over here, you've got the repair pad. At the start of your turn, if you're on that tile, gain back a life point and gain 1 victory point and gain a repair, which is basically a life point for your robot.
So 2 things?
Yes. At the start of your turn, if you're on this tile, gain 1 victory point and repair 1 wrench, 1 health. Anytime you see a wrench, it means health. Tax, whenever you enter this tile, take 2 damage. The pothole, which we don't have, whenever you enter this tile, take 1 damage. It costs +1 move to move off of this tile.
Ew.
As I mentioned, the smoke is an obstacle that blocks line of sight, but not movement. And finally, the trash compactor. When you enter this tile, scrap the top card of the shop deck. And if it costs 6 energy or more, you are knocked out, losing all of your energy.
Wow.
So it is there's a little bit of questions as to what happens whenever, like if I were to push you into the trash compactor and you were to lose all of it, does that player get all of those cubes? And I believe that it would. If you manage to do it to yourself, the rules are not super clear as to what happens. It says whenever you or another friendly robot loses health on your turns, you also lose victory points. So if you were to damage yourself, you would have to lose victory points for damaging yourself. So, but yeah, sometimes it's weird. Like, did I do something to you, or did something just happen to you? So, anyway, each of the robots has a special ability. It costs +1 move to push crate. So instead of 2 move, it costs 3. Steph thinks that's super overpowered.
He's heavy.
However, Pug, I think, is super overpowered. Whenever Pug starts out and respawns or spawns for the start of the game, Pug can start out anywhere in this 9 square area. I highly suggest she start off on the trash compactor, but Pug doesn't listen to me.
It has to be an empty space.
Oh. Well, yeah, I think you should then walk onto the trash compactor. That'd be great.
Cool.
So, Petri, whenever Petri knocks out an enemy robot, I gain 1 victory point and I draw a card. And finally, Strider.
Once per turn, I may pay 2 energy to have Strider perform an attack of 1 damage at range 2.
Seems good. And you are first.
Not great.
You're first. You get a victory point because you are in the middle. Yay! Puck gets a victory point.
I need all the help I can get.
Good job.
All right, can you explain some of these cards to me? Because I can't read any
Sure.
of it.
Ground Pound, it costs 2, deals damage to each enemy robot in melee range. Knock each of them back 1 space. It's 1 damage, but it's 2 each. Grappling Clamp, 1 damage for range. Pull the targeted robot onto the space next to you. Wow, that's all the way away. Advanced AI, +4 move. You may put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. The Tesla Coil, you can pay any amount of energy to add that much damage to this attack. So it's currently 2, but you can make it bigger. Knock the targeted robot back 1 space in addition to the damage. And Crossbow makes a loud whoosh sound when fired. So keep that in mind. Does 3 damage at 5 range and makes a loud whoosh sound. Now, the ones that are down here that are always available and that there are multiple copies of is you get 3 energy for this advanced battery. This heavy hammer is super heavy and has a neat thruster. And the rivet gun, ideal for punching holes in surfaces from afar. Again, this is a 2 damage melee. This is a 2 damage to range.
Right, I'm going to buy the extra battery.
How about an extra advanced battery?
Yeah.
That goes in your discard pile. As any other deck builder, whenever you need to draw and you can't draw anymore, you just shuffle up your discard pile. Boom, making a new draw pile.
I have 3 movement.
Did Cosmic Bee say there's an expansion coming?
That's what I think.
Wow. For Robot Quest. Cool.
I think so. What was this?
That's the solar panel. When you start your turn on that, you get an extra energy. But you have to start your turn on it. 1, 2, 3. It's going to cost you 3.
I use my.
Why are you getting all the victory points?
And battery and hammer. There's nothing.
Hammer's nothing. Gonna draw up.
Yeah, that.
I start out with nothing except some battery. Boo.
Battery is also a move.
Yeah. It is. I think I'm going to need that grappling clamp just to get you off of the middle spaces.
Oh.
Yes. So I'm going to spend 4 battery to get the grappling clamp. And then 1 battery to move an abysmal.
You can also reveal the next card right away, I think.
Yeah, but I only have 1 battery left.
But a lot of them are value 1. Like the tackle or whatever.
Yes, it is a value 1. And to be fair, that tackle is not terrible. So I will go ahead and take it. Instead of moving my abysmal 1 space. Hey, look, you get 2 victory points right off the bat.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Not helping the game come to a conclusion.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's going to end me. You're going to get all the victory points.
I need to beat you up, though.
Mm-hmm. Come and get it.
Okay.
The quickest way is through the tax. No? No?
What's the optimized? +2 points?
What's the optimized? Is +2 victory points. You may scrap a card in your hand or discard pile.
I'll take that. That seems really good. I need to be able to scrap some cards eventually.
And then
Just
reprogram 1 energy. Move any robot up to 2 empty spaces. Spaces without tiles or robots.
Actually not that bad.
Oh, we're doing those functions right? Yes.
I will buy that.
What?
I'll buy that card.
Which card?
It's a 1.
Reprogram.
Yeah. And then is there another one that comes out?
How about tackle?
And that said what?
Knock the targeted robot back 1 space.
Does that include the blue bot?
If you target the robot, yeah.
Mm.
You are not pushing me. You are knocking me back. That's a completely different effect.
I will take it. Good luck me.
Good luck you.
Done.
I'm going to double check, making sure, yeah. Whenever a card leaves the shop, immediately replace it with a new card from the top of the deck. Well, I've got my moves and my hammer.
If you see a chance, take it.
I see a chance. +2 and 3 move. 1, 2, 3. Let's start scrapping stuff.
Oh, it's the beginning of your turn?
Or right.
When do you scrap something?
When I start my turn there?
Start the turn.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I have 2 left and a hammer. One. I could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go here. I can hit you with the hammer for 1, and then back up onto this space. Yay!
Bonk.
Bonk. Bonk you with the hammer and back into the scrapyard.
Whoa.
My blue robot hadn't turned on yet.
So, like, I get 2 points.
So, like, yeah, you get 2 points again. Again.
Okay, if I move here.
What? Yes.
And then I knock you back a space.
Yeah.
You go into the wall?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Good job. So, a damage and pushing me into the wall.
Okay. And then my next question is, can I also hammer you on the head?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hammer you on the head.
Okay.
And then I'll move back.
Move back.
And then what is the rivet gun? I think I'll take the rivet gun. Or I will take another advanced battery.
And you will take another advanced battery. Seems good. Now, here's my question. I've got grappling clamp. If I can see you, do I have to move you through all the spaces, or do you go immediately? It says pull it onto the space next to you. Does it go like instant speed, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. So, scrapping a card.
I know you're asking, but
I think I'm just going to count it as pulling it just all the way quickly.
okay.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo earns 2 for the spot. 1 for the grappling clamp. That's 1 damage, and 2 damage is 3 damage.
Oh. Oh.
Yep. And 1 more move.
Push me off.
I can't. Actually, I can, but then I would go onto your square.
Less good.
Far less good. I'm going to just walk this direction.
Take a
Oh, the blue is moving.
He's on the way.
I'm on the way to save the day.
So I get 1 for this guy.
Yep. And 1 for not 1 for
Not
that
1.
guy. That's fantastic.
So I have 4 batteries.
Whoa.
And this allows me to move any robot up to 2 empty spaces.
Any robot.
Yeah, but I need to...
0.
Okay, I'll move you.
1, 2.
Then I will move me.
1, 2.
And then I have 4
batteries.
Batteries.
Shopping batteries.
I'll take a boomerang, sure.
Taking a boomerang.
I'm sure that's what I want.
I'm sure that's what you want.
Gotta shuffle.
Boo. Well, I mean, I can't not do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and bonk him on the head.
No, I tried to move away.
Yeah, you almost did it too.
I did.
Almost did it.
Was that your whole turn?
That's everything I had.
Spawn. I get one for this guy. He's just gonna sit there for now. Why did it have to be now? All right, what's that 6 card? It really seems good. I'm gonna take the 6 card.
That's the one that makes the loud swoosh sound.
Whoosh.
You had 6?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Well, I have this card for 2 of these, and I may scrap a card, but I can't because I don't have any to scrap.
You didn't do this.
Yeah.
How many?
4 red, 1 blue.
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need it.
Yeah. All right, you.
One.
No.
Yes. Clonk. I take this and knock you back 1 space. Into the trash compactor.
No, such a good pop.
Oh, I need to get one for this, by the way. And then we reveal this. If it is 6 or more, you get shredded. 5. So close. And now you're in there.
I see that. What else you got?
Oh, I've got stuff.
No.
Oh, I've got stuff. 1, 2, 3.
You can go over obstacles.
We have a jump jet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull the targeted robot onto the space next to me. 1 and 2 more. Well, I couldn't shred you up, so I had to do damage.
I'm just a little beaten up pug.
And it's just Petri doing it.
All right.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot to do this. When Petri knocks out an enemy robot, gain 1 and draw a card. I didn't get the card, but I can get the victory point.
Yeah, you should do that.
I should definitely do that.
Get one.
Good job. Good job, you. And I assume the repair that you get is not on Pug. Is that correct? It says you get a repair. That's not clear.
I would say it's not on. I would not issue it to Pug.
Yeah, well, the only issue with this is when this gets an energy, can it be used to move him? That's another.
I would say it gets added to your energy pool. So yeah, could be. All right. So if I want to push you back where I follow, it just costs 1 energy.
To push me back is 2.
2.
3 for crate.
All right. 2 for the pushing of this guy.
Push and push.
Yeah. Do I get a life for that or no? Do I get a
You
health?
pushed me back.
I didn't know if that counted as damage.
It is if you push me again to the wall.
All right, hold on. I'm not going to do that. Put it back.
Putting it back.
Trying to figure out what to do.
You can take me and slam me against the wall that way.
Yeah.
I've done very little to my deck, unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to tackle you.
Ow!
Yeah.
There's that.
Thanks. And then
I'm
going to run away.
Run away! Run quicker!
2 move.
1, 2.
Okay, and I'm going to spend 5 to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit of a dance.
I see that.
You can now beat up on red.
Don't want to beat up on red.
Just saying.
I can't even get to you.
The idea.
Can't even get to you.
Red's turn to play.
No, it's time to go after Pug.
No, it's not time to go after Pug.
1, 2.
No, what is this?
I'm gonna go onto the spot to start getting energy.
I suppose.
Can I not do that?
I suppose. Ooh.
I guess I'll get ground pound and a hammer. And just discard the hammer because I really can't do anything with this stuff.
Yeah. Get all. 2 points and a health for Pug.
Boo.
All right. I'm going to send. All right. I'm going to do this. Play this pre-program. He's going to go here. And then it says move any robot up to 2 empty spaces.
1, 2. Good job.
And then. And then I'm going to bop him on the head with a hammer.
Ouch.
So sorry. And then I'm going to throw a boomerang at blue.
Okay.
And it does 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I have 2. What can I buy for 2?
A pneumatic piston. A heavy hammer.
Sure, I'll take a heavy hammer. Then I'm done.
Hey, Tech.
Hey, Tech. Hey, Gator Dave.
All right. Petri comes back.
Whoa! That's threatening.
I get an extra energy.
I don't know what Pal World is, but it sounds cute. Behind enemy lines. Exactly. Just shows up in my area. Described as Pokemon with guns.
Nice.
A new hit video game. I mean, that sounds really cute. It's like Kirby with a knife.
This is gonna be fantastic.
Okay, show me how it's done.
+2 move.
Okay, right into the trash compactor.
No, that's you.
No.
I'm gonna pull. No, I can't do that. Maybe I go here. Yeah, I think I do that. Although I really want to pull him into the garbage compactor. And I can't push him diagonally. I can pull him. Trying to think of the way to do this. Because I have a grappling clamp and a hammer and a ground pound.
Wow. All of that.
All of that. All of that. Let's see. If I go 3 and I pull red, I could put green over here. If I go 3 and I pull red and I miss, I still have one more left. I think I'll do that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to pull you next to me. Joink. Let's go. Rip him up. 8.
No. So I'm wiped out. You say you get all that.
That's where the rules are sort of fuzzy.
I'll look at.
I gain 1 and I draw a card because I've knocked you out. I caused it to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a ton of expansion bots.
Nice. I'm going to spend a battery to move right here. Hey, guess what?
What?
I am going to deal a damage to each enemy robot in range and knock each of them back 1 space. That's 2 damage.
No.
Oh, yes. I knocked you out again. I'm going to get a victory point and draw a card. That was fantastic.
No, it wasn't.
It was. I'm going to go. You're off there. Oh, I didn't fill this up. I should have filled this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 more battery to move off here in the middle, and then a hammer, which I can't even use, but could have used if you had just stayed a little more still. But that's okay. I just whacked you to death.
That's so rude.
You're gonna need those. And then how many did you get? 1, 2, 3. I think it's 4 and 4.
Okay, there's something here.
I should trade some of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you gain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you gain those points.
Because I pushed you into it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have lost them to the ether if you had done it to yourself. Yep. Poof and poof. Yeah, right next to the trash compactor. Yay, next to the tags.
My good luck.
I got
What's that 6 card over there?
What's 6 card? Which one? Crushing Jaws?
Yeah.
If this attack knocks out a robot, gain 2 energy and draw a card. Steph, double check your health, says Comet Meat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just doomed.
I'm going to double tap.
I'm gonna lose because I have a bunch of points.
You have a lot of points. You have more points than I do. Barely more.
Knock you back.
Whoa. Tackle.
1 point. And then? Like most of those cards over there. I'm gonna go 2.
Start scrabbing.
I need to. And then I'm gonna go 1 and then do my power. Deal 1 damage to him.
1 damage.
Then I'm done.
I get 1 for being here. I'm going to go 3.
Excuse you.
I'm going to tackle you into the wall. That's 1 and into the wall. And beep, beep, beep.
I get to scrap a card.
Yep. Scrapping a card
from the discard.
I don't think that's it. In your hand. Not from the discard. It ain't that easy.
I can do this though.
It ain't that easy.
Optimize. Well, that's the starting one, so you might want to put it to the side.
It's about. I mean, I know what it is. There's other ones in there. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just do your thing.
Yeah. This is scrapped. Here. Scrapped.
Scrapping this for what?
For that.
Optimize.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna use my crossbow on blue.
Crossbow on blue doing 3 damage.
Whoosh!
Made that sound for sure.
And then I will boomerang.
Blue.
If return this card to my hand if it knocks out a robot.
Knocked me out.
And then I can move. I did that in the wrong order.
Nuts.
Oh, well, I can still use it with pink. Okay, pink can use it on green.
Nope.
Why?
Big old brick on the wall.
Pink?
Pink on green. How much? 2?
2.
One. Close.
All right, done.
Yeah. I get 1 for being in the middle. Let's do move.
Hey.
Tackle up.
No.
Knock it back. 1 damage. 1 to move on to the spot.
No.
Actually, I should do it this way instead. I should push you, which doesn't do any damage, and then tackle you, knocking you back. And then 1 battery just to come over here and sit. I need to put all these on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's soon over.
All right. I can move over obstacles this turn.
Nice. 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 damage.
What?
I said 2 damage. Do 2 damage. 2 damage. I got 2 damage left.
Yeah, I should kill you.
Yeah, kill me.
Here's a hammer to your head.
That's a hammer. And then?
And then I just have to do.
Well, if you had it, you would have done it by now. 3.
2 batteries can deal
Well, you can do it then.
1 attack.
1 attack.
And I have 2 more batteries left. So
It's not going to matter.
go there.
It's not going to matter because I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Oh, no, it is going to matter because it's not done until you try to go here and you can't.
Mm.
I can scrap 1 from hand. Well, that's not scrap. That's scrap. 1. Oh, I don't want to scrap. I may scrap. I'm not scrapping because I need it.
Need it.
I actually need it because this is the last turn. I'm going to push you into the text.
Stop.
Chunk. Which I move in. Oh, I don't actually need it because I'm already here. Now I'm going to pull you onto the space next to me for 1 damage and 2 more damage. And that is it. Because when you respawn, you have no blue because Petri took it.
No.
And that is that. Nothing left but the crying and the counting.
All right. Blues are 2.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What you got? 34.
34. What?
34.
Seriously?
Yes.
We tied?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34. What happens on a tie?
What's a tiebreaker? Oh my god.
The player with the most health cubes on their player board wins.
It's there. You just respawned.
Even if you fully responded, you can't beat Creighton Pedri.
I know. You just needed 1 more point.
Yes, you did. Just 1 more point. You were getting points hand over fist at the start. That was super close. Sunday.
Sunday. No, I can't even win.
I mean, you had me.
Stupid tiebreaker.
Stupid tiebreaker.
Good job.
Good job, me.
Good job. All right. Well, that is the very adorable robot question.
I mean, the robots are so super cute.
And yeah, I did look online. There's a bunch of other robots you can get. So
really,
if you like it,
really
then that's
good.
really cool. It's a fun deck builder. Wise Wizard games, everybody knows them for like Star Realms, Hero Realms,
which are awesome.
Yeah, of course. We love those games. So it's good to see that they're making these like family weight kind of games where I like that you can get eliminated but you spawn back. Like you're not done from the game.
Right.
So I think that's a great workaround to like player elimination. I think it works really well in this case. So for me, I like that better. So even though I feel like I'm getting ganged up, there's still other ways to get points. And I still had a chance.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I really can appreciate that. And yeah, I think it's a fun little game.
Yep, super cute. And I love deck builders to begin with. So
Yeah.
already right off the bat, super awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that boomerang is fierce.
I know. Like if you
I think I had it before. I think I had it. And it's like, boom, boom.
I'm like, if only I could have got both of them out.
Yeah, I think I had that before, taking out you and James and Susan when you were playing.
Probably. It sounds accurate. Got ruined.
So what happened was, and why Steph thought that my character was overpowered was because Crate, who takes a lot to move, I went over literally and nested on the scrapyard.
Yeah.
And I bought advanced batteries and was just scrapping the little baby batteries like crazy. And I'm coming up and I've got 13 energy to spend this turn. Give me that Tesla coil and the boomerang. And then Steph was looking at me like, how can you afford all this stuff? And so ridiculous. And because it costs 2 to move Crate off of that spot, they either had to kill me, which is what they tried to, and plus, I mean, he has more health.
He's got more health. He's a beast.
Or you've got to spend a ton of move just to push me off, and you got to do that from the side and not the straight on T-bone into the wall.
Yeah.
Because you can't knock me back very efficiently.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's what happened.
It's a cool little game here. So
It's really cute.
Yeah. It's definitely worth checking out if you think you might like something like this.
Yeah, for sure. So that is Robot Quest Arena by Wise Wizard. And if you enjoyed this teach and playthrough and you want more just like it, we got a whole bunch of videos over on YouTube at BoardGamerSteph. Or you can join us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, where we stream through 3 games and usually more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch where we play all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.